I had this taken at the photographer's. Actually, I was going out with him a little bit, not much. I wasn't really keen. He did this, and he put it in his window, and the GIs would come by and look at it and say, "Oh, I bet she must be a movie star." I've never been near the movies.
And did you make the outfit there?
Yes, I made my outfit. It was a very pretty dress. During the war, if you could do anything, you did it.
Women do the same jobs as men. Tough, rugged work that they toss off like veterans.
Everybody had to work. Even my little sister Barbara. She worked a great big old machine. I don't know what it did, but she always came home with oil up her arms. And I used to make parachutes.
Women who used to make their own clothes are now stitching silk and nylon parachutes. Every seam is the most important one and must pass a rigid examination before it is accepted.
You'd run them down the table and learn how to do everything. He's in his siren suit again. And this is parachute silk. I made this, I brought it home from work. I tucked it under something.
Before Stella needed parachute silk for babies' dresses, she would have to meet one of those admiring GIs. Sergeant Lloyd Bradley from Berryville, Arkansas. That would happen one night in 1942.
Ernie Welsh, that was who we went with. He was just a friend. He kept saying, "Oh, come on, come." And I said, "No, I don't want to go, I don't want to go." He said, "Come on, we'll go down to the pub you like." So we went. He opened the door and we looked inside and saw all these fellows. I said, "What are they?" And he said, "They're Americans." That's a Mrs. Miniver hat. Do you remember the movie, Mrs. Miniver? Well, as soon as I saw the movie, I knew I had to have the hat, and I made the dress. That was before I met Brad, I think. That was a christening present, that little cross.
Back at the pub, or bar, Stella and her friends decided to leave, taking some of the Americans with them.
After a while, my friend said, "Why don't we go round to the Sun Hotel?" So I said, "Okay." He said, "Let's take some of these boys with us." And so Brad was walking with my little sister, Barbara, and he turned to her and said, "Where's that tall, dark-haired girl?" And she said, "Oh, that's my sister." And I invited him to Sunday dinner the following Sunday.
It was a life-changing meal. Stella became one of nearly 50,000 British women who would marry American servicemen and then follow them home. Stella's decision to leave England would fall especially hard on her father.
My father just broke his heart and wouldn't get out of bed. And my mother took it more in her stride. But they loved the two little children and didn't want me to come, you know. It was very hard leaving them.
But leave Stella did, landing in New York, then living in Arkansas, before settling in California and building a whole new life for both of them.
What made Brad catch your eye? Why did you?
I don't know, he wasn't terribly good looking, but he seemed like such a nice person.